Vegas and Monte Carlos and El Dorado. So I'm waking up out of my slumber feeling like Rollo. So follow, it's showtime at the Apollo minus the Kiki Shepherd. With about a the leopard print. Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. In the dorm room at the AU. Athletes might cake you, but you must have me mistaken with them statements that you make, huh? Yellow 7 9 civilians on display. My bongo hooked it up. Oh my god, dip my rim today so it can ride out to the honeycomb hide out. I'm gonna show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be YKK on your zipper. Like a lizard when I'm 6 million ways to like Noah. I get twos of views and you get pretty. But I call you from 80s. I know you'll be there for me, girl.
Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a want your compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a want your compatible, created in the attic.
Hills in the valleys, I think I'm in Cali. I don't know the addict, I'm feeling unsteady. Ain't popping no addicts, still buzzing like Eddie. That's one to my granny, I stay with my daddy. All in the family, real is reality, they not a fantasy. Mark when he garden in Dallas, and go a blessing with her. You see him with the soup from naturally. Running for G's like athletes, jumping the hurdle. Power eternal, we all are nocturnal. Popping like Colonel, designing like Virgil. Designing Virgil, they need a movie, no, this ain't a mercy. Slow motion turtle, speed it up turbo.
There are 5 weeks remaining.
How we not touching the earth? We on the floor in the dirt. So many lessons it hurt. Come with a blessing, I know that it's worth. Come with a purpose, it come with some first. Come with a faith and it come with some words. It's so faith and it's killing the battles. I think I'm in Cali, I don't know the addict. I'm feeling unsteady. popping no addicts, still buzzing like Eddie. That's one to my granny, I stay with my daddy. All in the family, real is reality. My shirt, I can't go no with a short. They trying to bring stick to the palm, they trying to bring life to the door. They fighting get hard, fighting like sport. Aiming get more, they shooting like hard. They trying to get hard, they come for us, that's on the ball. They harder than ours, it takes his off. The 316, that love ain't tossed it. We can
MP, how you feeling?
make it fall. June like star, live with the mom, no one alone. Pass all the balls, touch all the scars. She gave me life, she gave me charge. Hills in the valley, I think I'm in Cali. I don't know the addict, I'm feeling not standing. Ain't popping no addicts, still buzzing like Eddie. That's one to my granny, I stay with my daddy. All in the family, real is reality, and not a fantasy. Mama, you got me down, that's all I'm blessed for that.
Just keep winning, you can't lose, keep winning.
Popping no addicts, still buzzing like Eddie. That's one to my granny, I stay with my daddy. All in the family, real is reality, and not a fantasy. Mama, you got me down, that's all I'm blessed for that. See him with us, I'm full of Can I be brutally honest? Brutally honest. Where do we head on the front? Where do we head so hard? Can we fly with the colors? Gotta see them bitch at the way, mother look at the colors. I heard the kingdom was coming. Can that kingdom make crime? But I know I'll be stopped. I feel like I learned more from the streets and the church. And if Jesus paid it all, why do I doubt my worth? I swear my homie first call was a hearse and it hurts. But I say it's all Gucci like designer shirts. And the prayer in the back, I'm wondering why my mama see. And it get hard to pray and feel like I be broken legs. Can't they maintain myself from me and make my stomach flip. Is it real, do you promise? Is it real, do you promise? Can I be brutally honest? I be brutally honest. Where do we head on the front? Why do we head so hard? And you can't judge me. You can't judge me. Is it real, do you promise? Can we fly with the colors?
First time I cut them.
We rather look at the colors. I heard the kingdom was coming. And the kingdom may crumble. But I know I'll be stuck. The patience is around.
Please text the word Wizards along with your visit and skill kitchen to 95555. And the Wizards team will respond. Immediately.
First time I cut them.
The National Basketball Association and your Washington Wizards are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior.
Up next, the Wizards taking on the Warriors. Fine, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Moses Moody out there with Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Quentin Post. And it's Alston in at the corner.
They just can't give Johnson a lane to the hoop. Trey will take it.
Alston with a bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Washington now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. And the winner is...
Yeah, I'm a five-star pull it back, ball, saw ball.
This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you can ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And here's McCollum after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Johnson with the bounce pass. Kispert finds McCollum. No good from outside.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go. Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Middleton looking it over. Back to McCollum. The Wizards working the ball around now. Middleton outside. Shot to stop the run. The Warriors pull it in. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by MP, and a wide open look.
Here's McCollum. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game on the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP, Butler out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Post in at the 5.
Great burst. MP is tough to stop once he gains his step.
All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference. MP.
Made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Now here's Kispert. Last game for him, he had 14. Middleton finds Sarr. Now McCollum. Can they get it? The rebound by Moody. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to MP. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Austin's got 11.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Soak.
So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play.
Yeah, this is a test of wit.
The state of my heart, the state of the art. Let's play a part, we'll make it fall. Show let's go, and then move on.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Washington. Down by 12.
My granny, I stay with my daddy. All of the family, real reality, a lot of fantasy.
Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust me.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. MP out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Quentin Post. And it's Moody in at the small forward.
When NB is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Now, here's MP. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. It's Curry outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 6 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Wizards. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me, we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been to this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team will.
And a wide open look for McCollum. The Wizards with another miss.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurt them with all of these misses.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Richard Diaz, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Now here's McCollum. This game 26 points, 2 on the clock. Sar's shot is off.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Alston against Middleton. Back to Alston. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball. MP's got 16.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Yep, that one goes in there. 18 points for him.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
So for Washington, their last game, a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
The board rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage.
Ain't free today, free all the guys. I done said it a lot, and it ain't the last time. I want her to be more ball on KFC.
Here's Middleton. No points so far. And so in the game for the Warriors. MP is out.
Were you trying to get crazy with this scene? Don't you know I'm loco?
Washington with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Golden State looking at who they picked. We've got Butler. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. Then it's Quentin Post, and it's Moody in at the 3. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap.
Gotta see them big bitches, we run to look at the comments. I heard the kingdom was coming.
Full 24-second shot clock. Well, Doris, the end of the regular season fast approaching. Are most teams where you expect them to be?
No, I mean, there's always some big surprises, right? That's what makes this game so compelling. There's never a way to predict who's going to rise and fall throughout the year. There's always something unexpected.
And so in the game for the Warriors, MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Quentin Post. And it's Moody in at the 3.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by MP. Whoa, what a play!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Camp. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past...
Together, yo, Willie is clever, I cannot do better, yo, I got the blues, when I go solo.
It's just a public service announcement.
Sponsored. The weather is sunny, I'm pouring, his presence gon' pour it. Ride away, yeah. Ain't got no fight today, yeah. I'm gonna ride today, yeah. Ain't gotta fight
Now here's McCollum. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding grade.
The NBA, for teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Moody. On the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Kuminga is out there with Butler. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Santos is checked in for Butler. 5 on the clock. Johnson on the wing to win the run. The offensive rebound. Sarr misses.
Just enough resistance to force the most barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Allie, great info there. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team...
So let's talk about this guy that went viral on Twitter for wearing a makeup.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. They couldn't put the piece.
Here's McCollum. Last game, 26 points for him. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Kuminga. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Santos in at the 4-man spot. Back-to-backs are one of the season's unique challenges, Legs. The second game in particular.
Yes, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs, and the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against New York was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain.
I don't need no go down, I'm ready. Hashtag you. I was like 15, 5 feet tall, trying to. Y'all know this.
Here's MP in the game against New York. Very impressive. So on the floor for Golden State, MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Santos in at the 4 slot. Now here's Johnson. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. See if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And here's Curry for 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Austin's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Curry's got a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Washington moving the ball around. Back to Middleton. Pass to Johnson. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's McCollum.
When I tell them what the Bible says, they hate me better. Then go support Rob Smith. Why? Because he gay and blacker. Calm down now. I'm like Peter with that sword. I may never see an award. I know the kingdom's my reward. I'm about to offend everybody.
MAGA Republicans do not respect.
It's not pity. It's not pity.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. MP out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Santos in at the 4-man position. Shots good by Middleton.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
ADB, over the last several years, wins have been hard to come by for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, it blows me away that this organization has not had a winning season since 2018, and they haven't won 50 games since 1979. Let's hope they're young, inspired.
One minute left in the first quarter of the game. On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Jonathan Kuminga. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Santos in at the 4 spot.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight, you gotta like Saul. Oh, flawless start for him here in the first quarter.
There's a double team with Podziemski. And the Wizards shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. And that one's good. Middleton.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
To the paint. Back to MP. The 3. Hits the trifecta. Austin's got 35 in the game.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Austin's gone 3 for 3. Perfect so far from long range.
.29 seconds left in the first quarter. McCollum looking it over. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Johnson. MP grabs the miss. Alston's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That's to Curry. MP outside. This one for 3. It's the buzzer!
Wow! Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big-time shot from him there.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And welcome back. Making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Bagley. Johnson comes in for Koulibaly. And McCollum subbed in for Cam Whitmore. And the Warriors also making a change. MP's checked in for Curry. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Kispert is out there with Johnson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's George in the center. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against New York was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely down.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Buddy Hield. MP is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Butler in at the 5.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
George is out there with Kispert. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's McCollum in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against New York was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously...
Corey Kispert out there with Johnson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's George in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Washington right now.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats of how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball.
We don't want them all. We don't need more. Strap 4 letters.
Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now,
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Kuminga. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Kuczynski, and it's Butler in at the 5.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping to see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. McCollum outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Sometimes sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Hey, I'd keep feeding him every trip. He's been on fire this quarter.
The Wizards shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. For three, McCollum. McCollum with another miss.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Pass to Curry from behind the arc. Another three for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And for the Wizards, they're shooting only 29% on this one. Not great. Here's McCollum.
He does it everywhere. He's posing the photos. Big Nana, since he does. So by the touch his kids, that's a big Nana. Malik was living in a hope with his brother.
Let's get to wine in the car.
Washington shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
We've got Johnson, Sar out there with Keyshawn George. Then there's Kispert, and it's McCollum in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this visit.
Washington shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Nice ball movement by Washington. Johnson kicks to McCollum. Puts it up from 17. The Warriors pull it in. Alston's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence. What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And here is Johnson. 11-point game, his first outing. 1:56 left in the second quarter. And it's off from three-point range.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Pass to Podziemski. Curry on the wing. Back to Alston. Here's Podziemski. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Podziemski's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's McCollum. Last game, 26 points. And it's George missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the true sense of direction from this group. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's McCollum. The Wizards with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And on what?
Just handed me a half gallon of milk. I then went to the Little Caesars next to the
Max, get ready for Christmas. Here's McCollum. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. McCollum with another miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Well, the Wizards shooting just 28%, lacking confidence on offense right now. That won't go either for McCollum.
The other team just looks more in sync. It is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back after this word.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Golden State Warriors.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be more lopsided, but we still have another half to go. Prove me wrong. And now, and up. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Moody, and it's Post in at the center position. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little free happy one?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
From the arc. And got it! Another basket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Johnson. He's been contributing over 15 a game. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Here's MP. And good! There's another!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Kispert. Johnson on the wing. Here's Middleton. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Pure from three-point range.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Kicks it out to Middleton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Washington has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, PA, this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building, so some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
The Wizards have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Kispert outside. Johnson against Curry. For 3, McCollum. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Back to Curry. MP outside. Moody from outside. That shot off the mark. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Pass to Sarr. Outside Johnson. Here's McCollum, covered by MP. Good D by MP.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Kispert on the wing. Butler covering. For 3, McCollum. The Warriors pull it in. Austin's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
They double him with Moody. And the Wizards shooting just around 26% for the game. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Pass to Curry. Back to MP. Now here's Moody. Outside Curry. And here's MP. And here's Butler outside. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Butler's gone 6 of 8 from the field. Kispert outside. Curry against Johnson. Shoots over Curry. And another miss by Washington.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's Butler. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And another miss by Washington.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Austin. And they pick up 2. Austin's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And MP throws it down hard.
What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Here's Johnson. They double him with Moody. Sarr with it. Will it go? Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
The 3 from Curry. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes.
Hey. When it man is sticky, BLM demanding. Hey. Don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that that glass, don't tap that glass, there's a monster. Baby, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, baby, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass.
They like
Washington shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. I mean, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Stephen Curry. Brenton Post is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Moody. And it's Alston in at the 1 spot. And now Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he loved the match-up performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions.
The business we talking, the business talk, the business we talking.
Johnson is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Kispert, then there's Sarr, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Washington right now.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Washington. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Curry against Johnson. Clock at 6. For 3, McCollum. McCollum with another miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Back to MP. Launches a 3, and another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. They double him with Butler. 3-pointer Kispert. It's rebounded by Golden State.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Alston. Oh, MP throws it down.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Kispert's shot is good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Butler. Now here's Moody. Right side Curry. Jacks up a 3. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Now here's McCollum. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Johnson with it, now guarded by Curry. There's McCollum with the 3. The rebound by Post. Post has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Now here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Amazing! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's McCollum.
.34 seconds left to play here in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. In the corner, Moody with it. The shot's good. Austin making the play. Moody's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
MP has been leading the charge for the Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more in store. And there have been 2 very different. Making a change here. SARS checked in. And Golden State also making a change. MP's checked in for Kerr. They've got Keyshawn George. Collins is out there with Carlson Carrington. Then it's Saar. And it's Koulibaly in the small forward. That's the 5 and a 4 for the Wizards. Some nice passing by Golden State. Heel, the pass to Santos. And it's Pajewski in the corner. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc.
I never see the grave. He did it out of love. Know that you told him already, but I'll say it one other time. I know that you're merciful, know you'll forgive if they repent and stop. Stay down your idol. Down your idol. Let's go. Right now, I've been knocked off of.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Kuminga. MP is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Santos in at the 4-man spot. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or 2.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
The Wizards have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Koulibaly on the wing. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, BA? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Outside Carrington. Pass to George. MP against McCollum. Here's Koulibaly. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
MP outside. Here's Santos. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
For Washington, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. There's McCollum with the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Driving to the basket.
What they selling, we ain't buying. For real, we defying. Don't get anything truth in the line, sold out like Retro One in the shelf on the first game.
Here's McCollum. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Hield, Pajemski out there with MP. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Santos in at the 4 slot.
And it's Washington with the ball. C.J. McCollum is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Keyshawn George.
Where you go, I go. Best they play, just like root. Yeah, like my scene.
Here's McCollum. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positioned. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Kuminga, MP out there with Pajemski. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Santos in at the 4. Washington's gone 3 or 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Here's Koulibaly. And again, Washington, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. Washington making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Keyshawn George. Chris Middleton comes in for Koulibaly. And it's Johnson in for Carlton Carrington. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson gets the bucket.
A productive area for Johnson a lot of nights. With his high release, he could become a serious mid-range threat.
Now, here's MP. Back to Curry. Pass to Hield. Beyond the arc. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammate.
Puts it up from 12. McCollum, no good.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Curry kicks to MP. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. MP finds Hield. Just 4 to shoot. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Austin.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now Austin, after the missed 3 from Corey Kispert. For 3. Good, that's another bucket. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Kispert on the wing. Pass to McCollum. Johnson sends the screen for McCollum. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now, here's Johnson. And they get it. McCollum, no good.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Back to Alston. Curry outside. And the Warriors, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Kispert. And again, Washington no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. Curry passes to Alston. And it's Podziemski in the corner. 6 to shoot. Hield finds MP. Golden State needs to get off a shot. But 3. Rebound by Kispert. The Wizards shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Johnson, the pass to Kispert. Now Sarr. Pass to Johnson. Kispert setting the pick for Johnson. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, hey, Johnson is a volume three-point shooter for a reason because he's very accurate from beyond.
Podziemski on the wing. Curry on the wing. Hield outside. Podziemski on the wing.
Outside Podziemski. We've got Sarr, Corey Kispert out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming a little more.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Alston. And another one!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Out to McCollum. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 16 points for C.J. McCollum.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Back to MP. Curry passes to Alston. 6 to shoot. Hield for 3. Drains the triple. Hield's got 9 points here in the second half.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Boy, we can't say enough about what a talented team this is. Their 68th win coming for them in what's already been a very successful run.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching.
Oh, yes!
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson for three. Warriors with the rebound. From deep, MP. Good! Another from three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
McCollum's shot is off.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
With all the data now about shot profiles, what kind of looks a defense should allow, it's got to be refreshing sometimes just to send one back.
Yeah, I mean, everybody feels better after a block. Someone lost their man, that block lets them gather and reset. Someone sticking tight on their man, they see that block, it gets their adrenaline going. Now they're guarding even harder. You can call that refreshing for whatever reason you want. It's exciting. It's provocative.
That it is.
It's what I do.
Yes, agreed. Thanks for your time.
All right, Dom.
Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Dominic. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and...